I don't get it. I never will get it, I guess. 92.6 pounds. All right, well, that's what it is. Are we crazy? Yeah, probably so. What have we been doing down here?
We have been pouring cement.
With a cement mixer.
I feel like an old jalopy here because this is old style somewhat.
Yeah, well, you know, there's a lot of reasons why we're doing this way. And yeah, are we crazy? Probably so, because we got about 1,300 square feet down here that we got to pour, which includes footings and slab. And you know, why are we doing it this way? There's a number of reasons. The first thing is that, you know, we're in our 60s, so we can't do the whole thing at once. So we're doing a little piece at a time. We're demonstrating that this can be done by just a couple of people. And I mean, the biggest reason is we can't get a cement truck down here. So I mean, it's like, what are you going to do? You're either going to do it by hand or not do it at all, I guess.
Some people, I guess, older than this, had to use it by mixing it in a wheelbarrow.
Yeah, I mean, they used to do this all the time by just mixing it either on the ground or in a wheelbarrow or in a big tub. So, you know, we're doing it a little bit at a time. We're going to talk about it a little bit more.
Yeah.
But the important thing is that we're building a house down here, and we have a series going on that uploads on Wednesdays that is about kind of a hands-on homestead house build, which we're going through every little step along the way of what it takes to build a house from scratch. So anyway, we're going to talk about this here in a little bit, but right now we got cement to mix.
Yep, look at this. Cement.
Yep. It's all happening right here.
You bet.
Okay, I have a question. These bags of Portland cement are 92.6 pounds. Someone answer for me, why 92.6? As if 92 isn't heavy enough for an old guy like me. I guess it was just like, well, 93 is just too much. 92, yeah, we could probably squeeze in a little bit more. So let's add another 0.6 of a pound. What is that? That's like 11 ounces or 10 ounces, something like that. I don't get it. I never will get it, I guess. 92.6 pounds. All right, well, that's what it is.
How much does that weigh?
92.6 pounds.
Oh,
I just had that conversation up the hill.
ooh.
92.6. 92 is just not quite heavy enough. But I guess 93 is too much. Why, you may ask, are we bringing big heavy bags of cement down here? Well, let's have a look. So this is our Sunday morning video where we've been actually so busy with the cement work down here that we really haven't had time to shoot any video on anything else other than this just down here.
I think he was trying to give me a shower a while ago.
Yeah, I had a malfunction on the hose faucet.
It stuck and it was squirting everywhere.
Yeah. So anyway, you know, if you've been following along with this, and by the way, if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe, hit the notification bell. But if you've been following along with us at all, you'll know that we're building a we're building kind of a homestead property down here. We've been living in a small cabin, 400 square feet cabin for the last 2.5 years about.
Running out of room.
Yeah, it's getting a little tight in there, especially since we did the garden this year. We did such a big garden that trying to preserve food and all of that has been a little bit of a challenge in that small little space. So actually where we're sitting right now, I'll shoot this a little bit better. We're actually sitting on the floor of our storm shelter.
I'm in my house.
Yeah, we're in our house.
Basement storm shelter.
We got the biggest skylight ever. So yeah, but right above this spot right here, this is 12 by 16. And right above this spot is going to be a summer kitchen where we'll have a regular kitchen in the house, but this is going to be a summer kitchen upstairs from here, where we can process the garden produce and all of that, and then store a lot of it down here in this. Yeah. So
it'll be a lot more cooler and dry down here. So.
And I should mention one thing too, since we're building this house down here and we have that series going, the Homestead house build. We really are doing every step of the process ourselves, and we're in our 60s, so I mean it's a slow going process, but we're getting it done, and so far I'm real happy with the results. And we're not cutting corners. What we're doing is modifying the techniques or the process a little bit to kind of fit our age, our speed, and just the capability of just the two of us doing this. And so we're doing things a little bit non-traditional as far as the construction goes, but I mean we're getting good results from it. It's just we're scaling it down to something that two people can do. And the cement pouring is definitely one of those you got to put into little bite-sized pieces.
Yeah, because I don't know if you ever have done cement before, but you've got to trowel it, and then after a while, he knows when it needs to be troweled again. I'm like, how do you know? But explain that. How do you know?
Oh, we'll get into that on the construction.
Yeah.
Actually, we're getting ready. Tomorrow, we're going to be doing this section back here, which is the stairwell coming in from the outside. And that one is where we're going to demonstrate, all of the pieces of doing that piece of floor back there. And that will upload on a Wednesday,
and then they'll
along with the regular series.
Understand it all, then. Yeah.
Well, you may not understand it, but that's when we're going to upload it anyway. And so so much for our week here. I mean, our week has really been consumed with work, but the main point that we want to try to deliver to you is that if you have the dream of getting out onto a place of your own and you just don't know where to start, well, we started from scratch with just really trees and rocks down here. That's all there was when we bought it, and we've done every little step of the way by ourselves on our own, and it's getting there. It's a slow going process, but really it's a process that you can measure, not in weeks or in months, but you really do have to kind of measure it in years. If you're taking this approach where you're going to do it yourself, you just do a little bit at a time. I mean, we've said it before. How do you eat an elephant?
One bite at a time.
One bite at a time, and that's what we're doing.
And honestly, living in that cabin, doing that first, and the way we lived, it was the only option we had. So you might be in the same predicament. So it can be done. We proved it. Yeah.
That got us onto the property, that small little cabin up there. And, really everything about building that cabin is the exact same thing as what we're going through down here, just it was on a smaller scale. So, if you decide that you want to, try out tiny home living for a little while, you may find out that you like it and that it really fits your lifestyle. We've got... It would probably fit our lifestyle if we weren't trying to do so much other stuff down here, and if we didn't have grandkids that wanted to come down and visit and spend the night and all of that. So we decided it was just time to go ahead and commit to a little bit larger of a house, and so that's why we're doing that. And so anyway, we encourage you to subscribe to the channel. It's the Campfire Trail. and to comment along the way or ask questions. We'll shoot a complete video on something if you have a question about it, if we know anything about it. I mean, if we don't, we'll tell you we don't. Or we may experiment, because there's a lot of things we do that we've never done them before, so we're just going to do them for the first time. And we may do that too. So
and it's probably the first time you've ever anchored something to rock.
That's another thing that I have never done, but we knew there was rock down here, and like one big ledge rock.
We're on the ledge rock.
Yeah,
we dug down as far as we could.
We knew it was here. We just didn't know for sure how deep it was. So we dug all the way down to it, cleared it off, and we're actually anchoring rebar right into the ledge rock down here to anchor our footings with. So, so yeah, that was a new experience. Most of you won't have to deal with that, thank goodness, but because it makes a lot of extra work.
Yeah, it does.
So anyway, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you like the content. Let us know, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.
If you've enjoyed this video, give it a like and a share, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below and the notification bell. See you next time.